Hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and get in on the discussion down in the comments about anything I say here. I read them all. Oh, it sucks to lose that way. Vegas showing why they're the heavy favorite in this series. Man, what a team. The Golden Knights defeat the Habs tonight 4-1 to take a 1-0 series lead. Just dominated that second period to put themselves in a really good position to close this one out. And they did. Now, Habs fans first, calm down. It's just one game. It's a series. Our team knows that. We need to know that. We park this one and move on. The most important thing is that we get a split on the road here in Vegas. A very tough barn to play in. The atmosphere tonight's packed house. And just the intro to start. I mean, it's corny as hell, but that's Vegas. Nonetheless, we get a chance at redemption Wednesday night, and we got to come hard here. Vegas fans, if you're new to this channel, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to talk about your team. Don't you worry. But first, I loved how the Habs started this game, playing with a ton of energy. The fourth line, forechecking hard. Stahl and Perry doing their thing out there. We played with some good physicality, got in on the forecheck, and then crowded the crease really well. Gallagher getting to the net, and he's going to continue going there. Doesn't matter, what these guys are doing in front of the net to get him out of there. He'll be back there. No problem whatsoever. And Romanov, the big hit on Pietrangelo. Man, train wrecked him there. Not only that, we saw Josh Anderson a big chance, using his speed out there and taking the puck to the net. Fleury with a massive save. He really had to keep the Golden Knights in there early, because if we would have got an early goal, and it's too bad we didn't, could have been a much different game. But Fleury's strong play keeps them in it, and that's what leads to the momentum change. Vegas starts playing really strong 5-on-5 hockey, forechecking, and then it leads to an offensive zone face-off, and then we see a set play off the draw. Stevenson wins it back to McNabb, snap pass to Theodore, who wires it over to the shoulder and blocker of Carey Price. I think this one really tricked Price up. Probably thought the pass was going to go further east-west, but Theodore, lined up in a good spot, to chuck that puck on net from a tough angle. Habs responded well, and it's a shame we leave this period down 1-0 and then getting into penalty trouble towards the end of the period, because I really liked our start to this game. We go into the second, and then Sherratt clears one over the glass, and then this just continued the momentum switch for the Vegas Golden Knights. They took over at this point and absolutely dominated the Habs in that second period. We see Martinez get up on the board for the second one for the Golden Knights. Now, the way this play breaks down, I think Romanov maybe got a little bit too aggressive, goes in for the hit, finds himself way out of position. Smith gets the back pass through traffic, back up to Shea Theodore, top of the point, and again, this time with the fake slapper, totally freezes Carey Price, finds Martinez by himself for essentially an open net. Price tries to make the desperation save, and he almost had it, but at this point, it's 2-0 for the Golden Knights. Shortly after that, we see Pacioretty streaking down the ice, and he gets a beautiful crisp pass, laser pass over to Stone, and Stone gets all of this wrist shot. But Carey Price with what a save! Absolute beauty, keeping the Habs in it at that point. Montreal ends up finding themselves on the power play, and they're working it really well. That first unit with Caulfield, Toffoli, Suzuki, Gustafsson, love how they're playing out there. Perry as well. And Caulfield ends up getting an empty net chance, wires it wide, but he chases that puck quick, manages to get it back up into the front of the net over to Perry for, keep playing the puck, get a second chance here, and then he parks himself back where he was. Montreal, quick play, down to the goal line, back up to the slot, shot, rebound. Fleury, nothing he could do. Caulfield's not going to miss on his second chance there. And he picks up his first playoff goal with his parents in the stand. That was great to see them celebrating. Big moment for them, haven't been able to see their son play for the Habs yet because up in Canada and all the restrictions and whatnot. So you love to see the parents out there enjoying themselves, seeing their son. Big accomplishment, huge accomplishment, and great goal from the Montreal Canadiens to make it 2-1. But Vegas makes it 3-1 shortly after that, and it's that really strong third line. Tuck, Nicholas Waugh, and Janmark doing some great work in the O-zone. Find themselves getting a point shot. White Cloud gets it through traffic, and I mean, this bounces off a Habs defender, then off another Habs defender skate, then off the Janmark's stick, and it's just, come on now, like, bit of a fluky one there, and that one pretty much put us out of it. But the thing is, you make your own luck when you're getting O-zone time like that, and especially when you can get the puck through traffic. So credit where it's due, 3-1 for the Vegas Golden Knights at this point. We go into the third period. Thank God we got out of the second with, just down two. At least we had somewhat of a chance to come back into this one. But we go into the third period. But again, Vegas, they're just playing really strong with a lead. They get their fourth goal on the night. And this was just more strong 5-on-5 play from Vegas. Great zone entry here. Good rush play. And a beautiful pass. Riley Smith through traffic over to Nick Holden, who's wide open. Not going to make a mistake there. Beautiful play from them for that on that fourth goal. Now, I like seeing the Habs close out the game the way they did. They didn't give up, still pressuring really hard. They pull the goalie early, dominate possession, get tons of chances on the man advantage, and the flurry of saves, pardon the pun at the end there. Man, he's just all over the crease, doing what he can. He is going to be so hard to beat in this series. Former Cape Breton Screaming Eagle, Marc-Andre Fleury. This goaltending matchup is an absolute treat. Two of the best goaltenders of the last 10 years easily. It is going to be so fun to watch, and both of them have not disappointed to this point so far. It was a beautiful goaltending duel tonight. Fleury wins it. Hopefully we'll see Carey come out on the other side of it at least 3 or 4 times in this series here. Now some stats on the night, 30-29 shots for the Vegas Golden Knights, but Montreal wins a face-off battle here, 56% to 44. That's great to see to start off this series. We don't want Vegas having possession of the puck as much as possible, especially 5-on-5, so we really got to keep winning those draws and just make better decisions with it out there to maintain that possession. We're 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. Loved how we moved it. The first one was, kind of iffy, but, great goal on the second one, I think it was. And our penalty kill, very, very strong. Vegas couldn't get much of anything going, and when they did, Price was back there to back us up. So I loved what we did collectively on both special teams tonight, and that should bode well for us the longer this series goes. 52 hits for Montreal tonight as well to the Vegas Golden Knights 44. Both teams laid some crushing hits. We saw Edmondson lay out Kolasar. We saw Kolasar get in there on Kulak. Reeves had a couple big ones on Edmondson. Romanov hit on Pietrangelo. Carrier with 8 hits on the night. Weber with 6. I mean, they were banging bodies. Montreal can easily keep up with this team physically, and I loved our forecheck, and let's just keep wearing these guys down like we've done to each of our opponents so far. The longer this series goes, they're going to take a chunk out of us, but we're going to get them back too. So it's going to be interesting to see how that continues to play out here over this series. So 15 blocks on the night for the Habs, 16 for Vegas. Both teams really getting in front of the pucks there and sacrificing the body. True playoff hockey we're seeing in this series. I can't believe this one was touted as being a potentially boring series. Get out of here. Also, giving Montreal no chance. Love their first. For the rest of it, I don't know, but this is going to be interesting. I think this is going to be a 6 or 7 gamer, no doubt. Weber and Sherratt, most used Habs defensemen at 25 minutes. Pietrangelo led their defensemen in minutes, again 25 minutes for him. Montreal's most used forward, Tyler Toffoli, with 18 minutes. I can't say enough about him. He plays in every single situation. Power play, penalty kill, tons of time 5-on-5 as our essentially first line offensively. Loved what they did tonight as well. I mean, Toffoli, Suzuki, and Caulfield. Love that this line's going to be together for a ton of years here. And they're developing strong chemistry, lots of great looks. And they'll continue to get more and more comfortable here. It's going to be really hard to get in on these Vegas defensemen. They're just so strong. Pietrangelo and Martinez, so responsible out there. Great skaters, big bodies, can win their battles. Same thing with Braden McNabb. I mean, this guy's a stud back there, shutdown defenseman. So, but we just got to get used to our opponent here. I think we threw off Vegas at the beginning, and then they really settled in. But we got to try and adjust here and get some different looks. Jeff Petry's a huge loss for Montreal. Vegas activating the D all night tonight. They just lit us up, making tons of plays. We saw Theodore, with the multi-point night, and Holden getting the 4th one. So us not having Jeff Petry, we just didn't have an answer for that puck movement from the back end. He's just so important to this team. He's really our only elite puck-moving defenseman on the back end there. We need him in the lineup sooner rather than later. The latest report is that he is going to make the decision when he draws in. I can't see him sitting back and watching this too much longer, so hopefully we see him soon. I'd also be curious, I highly doubt this is going to happen, but Cale Fleury is a big, strong defenseman, and the way Vegas forechecked on us, especially that third line with Alex Tuck out there, and then, of course, Reeves as well, but do we get Cale Fleury in there on the back end, maybe for Kulak? I doubt it. I mean, that's a tough decision to make. Fleury hasn't played an NHL game this season. Chuck him into the semifinal. I don't know, but maybe it's an answer. The other thing too, Thomas Tatar sitting in the press box, he could offer this team a different look offensively. Our third line, Kotkaniemi, Anderson, and Byron, it really isn't getting a whole lot going. They've been fairly responsible. 5-on-5, they're good on the forecheck, but they're not getting to the net. They're not really getting any strong chances unless it's Anderson finding a seam and using the speed to get through. Tatar might offer some different looks, some veteran playmaking and some more skill on that line. Do you take Byron out? He's such an important penalty killer. I don't know. Tough decisions for the Habs coming up here. I suspect they'll probably go with the same lineup for game 2 and then, maybe switch it up after that, but depending on how game 2 goes. Again, atmosphere in Vegas, absolutely bumping. Man, that must have been really interesting to deal with for the Habs after not having fans all season to come into that. Pre-game stuff, cheesy, but like I said, it's Vegas. Intermissions were probably absolutely wild, but all in all, great hockey game. Habs come out on the losing end, but they need to come after this next one. Game 2. So important. Let's get that split. Oh, if you like these videos, follow me on Twitter @ScotianCanadian and hit that like and subscribe button, baby. Go Habs, go!